I really need a haircut. That's not happening. I will not try and cut my hair myself because I tried once and let's just say I had to go to the hairdresser. This is what my braids look like. This one is by Bumble and Bumble. I know, my hair is an absolute disaster, but I have a reason for that. So why does my hair look like a broom today? The reason is I have decided to use some gel. Now, I have used gel in the past and do not mind, I have used it correctly, but I'll tell you the story behind today and why it's very poofy. So first, I'd like to tell you about my experience with gel in the past. So I have used gel for a period of about 3 to 6 months and I was in love with it for a while. But I had two major problems. The first one was that it dried my hair so much. It came to the point that my hair was becoming very brittle and breaking off. And it may be because I already have thin hair to start with, I already have dry hair to start with, so it may have just not suited my hair because I know a lot of people do like it and use it on a daily basis. It just did not work for me. Now another reason, and this may also make sense for some of you, let me know if you've experienced that, but the problem that I have experienced is because I have thin hair and because there isn't a lot of hair on my head. I know it looks like a lot because it's a lot of volume and it's puffy right now, but I'll actually show you what my actual hair is like. So this is the thickness of my hair, but right now it's all poofed up, so it looks like there's a lot of volume. Now, when I applied gel, my hair clumps up together, and although it's defined and it's pretty, my curls are really pretty, the end result is actually closer to a disaster than being pretty because there are so many gaps. When I leave my hair out, I want it to be full. I don't want white gaps between my hair. I don't want you to see what's behind me, and my aim is not to be transparent. I just want to be pretty. The reason that it's very poofy is not that I have applied gel incorrectly. I did it the right way and I slept on it, but I did sleep on a silk pillow, so I did not get a lot of frizz. I barely got any frizz. However, because of the spaces that I was having between my curls, you know, the lack of volume, I got really frustrated and I decided to just run my hands through it, and that ruined the whole gel cast. So this is why it's very poofy right now. Okay, so because of that, I switched to using creams. I find with creams, I still get the definition, but my hair strands are not as clumped together as with gel. So, two things I would like to do in this video. The first one is to show you after I have had hair like this that just looks terrible and beyond repair, what I do to it if I don't want to re-wash it. And then stay tuned till the end because I will actually re-wet my hair and show you what it looks like with gel applied on correctly. To restyle my hair into a more manageable and nice wavy look, I use two products only. The first one is a leave-in conditioner, and this one is by Bumble and Bumble. This one is by Bumble and Bumble. If you care to see the full list of products that I normally use on my hair, check out the link in the description or the link in the cards. The second thing that I use is just a comb, and the reason that I use a wooden comb is that wood does not produce static on your hair. When I brush my hair with it, my hair just ends up looking less poofy than it would with a plastic comb. The first step is to just start brushing my hair to make sure there are no knots or tangles in it. And one way I like to brush my hair is to always start at the bottom and then go upwards. This will reduce any breakage because you're taking care of the knots little by little. And if you're pulling from top to bottom, you're also pulling down the knot into another knot and then another knot. So the knot just becomes bigger and bigger, and then your hair ends up breaking. That's also the way that hairdressers brush people's hair. Perhaps some hairdressers don't do that. Actually, I'm not sure. Let me know what your experience with hairdressers was. Do they brush your hair starting from the bottom, or do they just go from the top and destroy it. I got all the knots out of my hair. So now what I'm gonna do is section my hair so that it's just easier to spray it with the leave-in conditioner. I normally section my hair into two parts because I don't have a lot of hair. Then I'll take each side and spray it separately. And I like to also just brush it one more time to make sure I got all the knots out. Let's start spraying! Ooh. This smells so good. I love how it smells. It smells like, it's like a mix of candy and spring. If spring had a smell, I really don't know how to explain the smell. It's just really nice and relaxing. Okay, so I wet my hair a lot. I don't just spray a quick spray. I make sure that my hair has all the moisture it needs because this is essential to achieve the look that I'm going for. I normally wear my hair like that if I also want to make it wavy, even if I hadn't destroyed it. Like if I come out of the shower and I want to make it wavy, I normally would make sure that it's really drenched in the leave-in conditioner. So this should be wet enough now. I'm gonna give it another little brushing here and let it be. Now I'm gonna move to the other side and I'm gonna do the same. How are you guys doing during this quarantine? Are you bored? Are you keeping yourself busy? Do you enjoy staying home? I actually did a survey on my Instagram channel, and if you'd like to follow me, it's Lara Judges. And the survey was to see if people have increased their consumption of facial masks during quarantine or not. And very interesting is that I found generally the consumption of facial masks stayed the same, with the exception of one person. So only 7 people replied to my survey, just to give you an idea. My channel and my Instagram is still rather new, so I don't have a huge following. But out of the 7 people, one of them went from doing a face mask 1 to 2 times a month to over 6 times a month. And I thought that was cool. Like that's actually what I thought I would be doing. I thought I would be doing way more face masks. I would be taking care of my face, of myself more. I would be going on runs more often. But this only happens at the beginning of the quarantine, and then I kind of feel like I'm getting back into my old routine, except I'm staying home. What has your experience been? How is quarantine going for you? Did you pick up any new tricks? Any new talents? Are you studying for something? Are you reading more? Are you watching more movies, more series? Perhaps let me know. I would like to get some inspiration perhaps from you guys. Does your hair come out of your head every time you brush it like I do? And mind you, this is very little to what normally comes out. Normally my whole head comes out. And one more thing, guys, when I do hair videos, do you like me to show you the whole process? Or do you just like me to show you a quick, perhaps like one section of my hair and then show you the end result? Let me know in the comments how you'd like me to do these things. Okay, as you can see, my hair is really getting saturated. You can see it shine. This is how wet you want it to be. I feel like I emptied the whole bottle on this. I hope I can get a new one during quarantine. So the reason I want it to be really saturated is straight hair in general has way more moisture in it than curly hair. So if you want to achieve a straight look and not have it be very puffy, etc., you really want it to be very well moisturized. And putting anything like gel on it will also defy this purpose. So make sure that if you do want to do this method that I'm currently doing, not to put any gel on it afterwards. If you want to put some cream, that's fine. I do sometimes put cream myself as well. However, for the sake of this video and for the sake of being quick as well, I will just do it the simple way and show you that it really does work without any products other than the leave-in conditioner. So now I'm just brushing my hair again to make sure that it's smooth. With this style, you want to kind of know where you want to part your hair before you actually style it, unlike just a wash and go. So I'm going to part my hair kind of on the side. So here we go, we did the part, and then just brush it again. Make sure you got all the sides. My hair keeps getting tangles and knots even while I'm brushing it. I don't understand how. And then just kind of split your hair in the middle. Now, depending on how much volume you want over here, you can either tighten or loosen the braid. Also, the more you tighten it, the more straight your hair will stay after you style it. So I'm going to, let's go with tighten it, just to show you guys the end result. I normally go either with tight or kind of loose, but I don't do very loose because then my hair kind of stays more curly, or it'll have a tighter wave. Nearing the end of the strand here, one of the strands was too short, so I'm just merging them all again and creating 3 new strands to continue my braid. I really need a haircut. That's not happening. I will not try and cut my hair myself because I tried once, and let's just say I had to go to the hairdresser 1 hour later, so just not gonna work. Now, depending on how thick your hair is and the humidity, the dryness where you live, it's going to affect how long it takes for the hair to dry. My hair would normally dry in 1 to 2 hours. It needs more time for the air to pass through your whole braid, especially if you made it tight. Now, if you want to make it looser, then it will also dry faster. That's something to consider. This is what my braids look like. Now I will go and make myself some breakfast, and I will show you what my hair looks like in a few hours once it's dried. So my hair has been drying for about an hour and a half. I sometimes leave it to dry for a shorter period of time, like 30 minutes, and I would still get an okay result. However, I decided to just let it dry as much as possible. Something to know is that it'll not always be really dry inside because your hair's clumped together and it's touching each other, so there's no air passing through it so that it breathes and dries. I will go ahead and undo my braids now and show you the end result. See, my curls are still defined, but now they're more like waves. It didn't completely dry yet, but it's gonna finish drying in kind of the same position. It's not gonna curl up a lot, and I can show you that as well once it's dry. Also, if you are interested in seeing more of my videos, please subscribe and hit the bell button. And I will be back in a few minutes to show you what this looks like when it's completely dry. So I have been waiting for a few more minutes to let my hair fully dry. The waves are really neat and there isn't a lot of frizz. There's some frizz here, I know, but this is normal for me. I always have frizz. This is way less than what I would normally have without any conditioning products. So the leave-in conditioner really helped. And I also did touch my hair here. I did run through it. So had I not run through it, there would be less frizz. However, I am happy with that amount of frizz. Let's all be honest here. No one with curly hair will have absolutely no frizz. It's just not how our hair works. I'm sorry, but it's reality. So now that this look is achieved, I'm gonna go and completely destroy it and rewash my hair to show you guys what it looks like with gel on it. I will be right back. So I washed my hair again and I applied some gel on it. And this is how it looks with some gel on. Do you see what I mean by there's a lot of gaps in my hair? Like you can see the wall behind me through my hair, and this is not ideal for me. Does this happen to you guys as well? Like I know a lot of people like gel, and my assumption is that people who like gel have really full and thick hair. If you do like gel or if you don't like gel, let me know what kind of hair you have and how well it's working for you and if you've also used creams and which one works better. I'm looking at my hair now. It looks cool. I guess in pictures it looks alright, or not. If you guys liked watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in joining the Laura Judges family, hit that red subscribe button and I will see you next time. I realized that you couldn't see my ends. Note that the ends look, I'll leave it up to you to tell me how they look.